Hi, so I would like to give 5 testimonies, a mix of those times in which I've seen angels as well as I've also encountered angels. So the first testimony was when I was still in elementary school. The day before, I think we just came back from a funeral. My mom's ex-husband grandmother had passed away. We were somewhere in Mississippi and was coming back to New Orleans. And I remember I was in the vehicle and I was thinking about something. I don't know exactly what I was thinking about, but I think I also was thinking about my mom's ex grandmother who passed. And no, I was thinking about her, but I don't know exactly what I was thinking. And I remember I had shed a tear. So at night, um, I don't know what time it was. All I know, it was dark outside, and I was like already asleep. Yeah, I was already asleep, and I remember I had woke up, and when I had woke up, I saw somebody literally like looking in the window. And when I woke up and I saw that, when I saw that, I was scared. I remember I went to my mom. I tried to wake up and tell her, but it was like I was pushing her and stuff like that, but she wasn't waking up. And I think I tried to wake up my siblings. I'm not sure if I tried to, but yeah, I was scared. And I remember as I was when I saw the person there, not like I remember I looked over and I looked up, and it was like, okay, it's dark outside, and I see a bright shining light coming from coming from the sky, coming from heaven down on earth, basically. And it was just like it was a bright shining light, like it was a light that you literally would not find on earth. It was just that bright. And I think the person in which I saw look in the window, I couldn't really see the person's face, but I think that was my mom's ex-husband grandmother. And then not only that, but like when it was time to get up and go to school, and stuff like that, I remember a person which was a part of the family on my mom's ex-husband side. She spoke about seeing what you call it, my mom's ex-husband grandmother. So that's the first testimony. The second testimony is that while I was still in high school, I think I was in 11th grade at the time. I'm not sure. But I know I was in my room upstairs, and my sister, she was a baby at the time. She was in the room with her dad, and I think my mom was at work. And yeah, I don't know what my brother said. I don't know. But I was laying on the bed, and I was just thinking to myself basically how I didn't want my sister to go through those things in which I went through. And one of the things in which we went through, out of the many, was foster care, just to put it out there. But it was not my mom's fault. I actually saw what happened, but back then I didn't speak up of those things in which I saw happen, and because I didn't speak up, we went into foster care. And I remember like the last person in which we was in foster care with, God used that person, and God was just with my mom as well as Stacy as they went to the cart, and my mom won us back, and so we got back with my mom and stuff like that. And just I think when I was I think it was the summer before I entered 10th grade, or when I was in 10th grade. I think it was the summer though before I entered 10th grade. I don't know, but I remember I fell asleep, and in this dream I saw that I was in my high school's band room, and I saw my mom's dad as well as the person that just caused us some trouble back then, and basically it was asking for forgiveness. And I was standing behind I was standing by the whiteboard, those who was in the high school band I was in. You know what I'm talking about? Not the board with the songs or something, but the other board. and I was standing in front of that, and I had a music stand in front of me, and I told them that I forgive them. Yeah, that I forgive them. And when I woke up, my body felt literally light as a feather. So those was one of the things I that we encountered. And then like just after that, I didn't like really understand, basically I was, seeing it. I think my mom, she had told it to the prophet in which God had sent to my family around that time. And she was just she basically said that that basically they was asking for forgiveness. That was just one of the things in which we went through. So back to the testimony of the angel. I remember that, like I said, I was laying in bed and I was just thinking about that I didn't want my sister to go through those things in which I went through. And while I was thinking that, I was looking at the sky, and I had my hands, basically behind my head, and I was just looking at the sky, and I was just thinking. And I remember that, just suddenly, I seen, an angel, like basically an angel in the sky and stuff like that. And I remember basically this angel was very tall, like not your everyday tall that you would see, basically on earth, like 6 feet and all that. No, this angel was tall, and it had and she had wings and stuff like that. I remember I did see her wings, and she had like a blue belt around her waist and stuff like that. And when I looked at it, I didn't know like if it was like an angel pregnant or it was holding something. I didn't know and stuff like that. I don't know, but like I try to keep my eyes open as wide as as long as I could and stuff like that. Like this angel was tall, like it was in the sky and it was tall, very tall and stuff like that. And I try to keep my eyes like open as wide as I could, but then obviously, you gotta blink and all that. And then when I had blink, the angel was gone. And when my mom came home finally, I basically told her, basically of that in which I had seen. And basically it was told to the prophet in which God had sent to my family at that time. Because of that, in which the prophet of God has spoke, I found out that the angel was holding my sister. Basically, when I seen it, she was letting me know that God was telling me basically that he has her. So basically, I don't have to worry about my sister. So also with you, if there's anybody that you're worrying about, just stop worrying. God has them. My third testimony is that in the house in which we lived at before moving to Texas, before me and my family moved to Texas, I remember I fell asleep, and I remember I saw this angel. It was a man, and he was like dressed in white, and he was like shining and stuff like that. And I remember when I had looked at him, he had smiled, and but when I saw that angel, I also had something in my hand. It was like mail, like a letter and stuff like that. And I think it had something to do with my dad. So that's the third one. My fourth testimony is that in the house in which me and my family lived at before we moved here to Texas, I remember I used to watch a prophet on YouTube. I think his name was Manasseh, I think. So when one day when I fell asleep, I remember the dream at first took place, just on the street. I didn't know the street name, so me and God, went on the maps and took a screenshot of it and stuff like that. But those in New Orleans, you would know exactly what I'm talking about when you see the picture. Now, when the dream started, I remember that basically on this street in which the dream took place, on in the beginning part, I remember that on the street I seen a whole bunch of devils on the street, And I remember I saw someone that was supposed to be the prophet in which I used to be watching on YouTube, and the person was basically saying something about basically trying to keep me behind him, like as for like basically I guess you could say trying to protect me and stuff like that. And like although in the picture it showed the little bushes in the middle part of the street, I remember in my dream they had bushes right there. And I remember that in the dream I wanted to go get something. I think it was a belt or something like that. But on my way of going to get it, I remember that I was basically picked up. And when I was like when I was picked up, basically I remember I was going up literally so fast, and I was seeing just a white that's found nowhere on this earth. Like it's nowhere on this earth. Because I was looking at the white, I could see basically that I was going up fast and stuff like that. And then I heard the angel that picked me up say my name is Michael. And if y'all know who Michael is the commander of the Lord's army. But I never did see this angel like literally with my eyes. I just heard him. Then the dream proceeded to something else. Now the fifth and last testimony is that around the time in which my spiritual father was speaking and pastor was speaking about the ministry of angels, one of the things in which I had learned during that time was that basically we could give assignments to angels and stuff like that, or basically command angels. And after all that in which I had learned, I tried to move or act on that in which I had learned. And just when I would pray in my mom's room, I would basically I call that basically luxury prayer or luxury prayer. Basically, because of just she had the heater up in there, and she have this big window where I could see clouds. So one of the things I really do like is like the fluffy clouds. I really do like those, as well as got other ones I like, but I really do like the fluffy clouds that look like cotton. So I remember basically while I was in there, basically I wanted to move and act on those things, or just on that on which I had learned, but it is like I just didn't like open my mouth just to say it. But God, He helped me to speak and just move on that in which I had learned. And I remember the first assignment which I had gave angels with the help of God was to basically get people off the deathbed, like those that was placed on deathbeds by the enemy and stuff like that. And I remember basically as like after that assignment was given, I remember I felt an angel like touch my back in my chest. I know I really remember the chest. I'm not really sure about the back, but I know an angel had touched me, and before the angel touched me, I was hungry. Like I was hungry. Basically how you're hungry and your stomach would hurt and all that type of stuff. After I was touched, my stomach was held, and I didn't feel like that I was hungry and stuff no more. So those are the testimonies of times in which I've seen angels and encountered them.